Hi friends, today we are going to a very important subject in agriculture, that is water management. Friend, this is a very important subject, so let us start without wasting time. But before starting, then what is the definition of irrigation? So irrigation can be defined as the artificial application of water to the soil for the purpose of crop growth or crop production in addition to rainfall and groundwater contribution, or it can be also defined in a broader and more meaningful definition that irrigation is the application of water to the soil for the following purpose, that is for supplying moisture which is essential for normal plant growth, and to provide crop insurance against short duration drought, and to leach or dilute excessive salt, or to cool the soil and atmosphere. So now management. So here what is management? So it can be defined as allocation of all the resource for maximum benefit and to achieve the objectives without eroding the environment is called management. Now what is irrigation management? The management of water based on the soil and crop environment to obtain better yield by efficient use of water without any damage to the environment. This is called managing the irrigation. It means we supply water to the crop plants without causing any damage to the environment. So but what is the importance of irrigation? The importance of irrigation in the world is well stated by the Andy Gulati. You can you can also remember this by this trick that if you see the Kapil Sharma show, in that show earlier there was a Dr. Mashur Gulati. So here he is his brother by just for remembering Andy Gulati. So he defined irrigation as, which is very important, irrigation in many countries including India is an age old art, as old as civilization, but for the whole world it is a modern science, that is science of survival. So irrigation management is very important. Why? Because so that we allocate the water with proper proportion and to apply sufficient quantity to field crops, or also to protect the environment from misuse of water. Now what is the impact of excess irrigation water in the crops? If we irrigate excess, or if we supply excess water to the plants, then leaching of plant nutrients will take place, or accumulation of salt which leads to salinity and alkalinity. Now what is the objectives of irrigation? So the objective is to increase crop production on sustainable basis, and second objective is modifying soil and climate environment. Third is to lessen the risk of catastrophes which is caused by the drought, and fourth one is to meet the national security, that is self sufficiency in food grain production. Now three basic principles in of irrigation are, that is how much to irrigate, when to irrigate, and how to irrigate. So now starting now, soil plant water relationships or soil water energy relations. Here, soil plant water relationships deals with the physical properties of soils and plants that influence the movement, retention, and absorption of water by the plants. But what is its advantage? The advantage is uh, if we know the soil plant water relation, then it is possible for us to take correct decision concerning with the timing of irrigation, that when we should irrigate and how much quantity we should irrigate. Also helps to determine the moisture storage capacity of soil, and also helps to adopt good irrigation management practices. Now soil, it is a three phase disperse system, that is solid phase, liquid phase, and gaseous phase, and particulate disperse and porous system also. Now soil physical properties influencing soil water relations. Now first one is soil depth. It means thickness of soil cover over hard rock. Now second most important is soil texture. It refers to the relative proportion of mineral particles of various size, that is the proportions of coarse, medium, and fine particles, which are termed sand, silt, and clay. Third one is the soils with loamy texture are the ideal soils. Now third one is soil structure. Here arrangement of soil particles and adhesions of small particles to form large ones or aggregates. You already know that spheroidal, platy, prism, like these are some of the soil structure. Now crumbly, granular and prismatic structural types are the most desirable for efficient irrigation water management. Now density of soil so two types of density: particle density as well as bulk density. Particle density can be defined as it is a ratio of a given mass of soil solids to that of its volume, and it vary between the narrow limit of 2.6 to 2.7. Now bulk density, it is a ratio of a given mass of an oven dried soil to that of its filled volume. Now pore space, it is an index of moisture storage capacity and aeration conditions. So friends, uh, in this video we will learn up to here, and friends, please comment that on which topic I should make my next video. Rest in next video. Take care friends, bye bye.